my quest of platinuming every Uncharted game ever, we've had some ups and downs. Probably more downs than ups, but that's besides the point. I've completed the first game of the series, Uncharted Drake's Fortune, and I have conquered the sequel, Uncharted 2 Among Thieves, which brings us to the final game of the original trilogy. So if you've been following along this journey, you know that I am not just going for the platinum trophies in these games. I am going for every single trophy they have to offer, meaning I have to complete what are called extended trophy lists. And as we are all well aware by now, these include beating all 3 games on brutal difficulty, a game mode exclusive to the remastered version of the trilogy, which also just so happens to be the worst thing that's ever been put in a video game ever. Yes! Oh my God, we did it!
Oh my God, this is it. That was it.
Yes! The greatest to ever do it.
As always, the first order of business is to beat the game on crushing difficulty, grabbing as many trophies as I can naturally along the way, and doing my best to just enjoy my first time experiencing the story. Well, enjoy it as much as crushing difficulty will allow, that is.
Shit. Good spot.
Wait, I forgot the ad break. This video is sponsored by boot.dev. I will be using the earnings on more home gym equipment. Boot.dev is the most convenient and probably the most fun way of learning back-end web development. Boot.dev basically treats programming like a video game. As you go through your courses and learn development with Python, SQL, and Go, you'll earn XP and level up, get achievements, and complete quests. And you have this little AI assistant that can help you with pretty much anything. His name is Boots. He's a bear wizard. Ah, my young apprentice, my adventures are typically found within the realms of code and logic, not video games. Even Boots can't beat it. With boot.dev, you will be building real projects, learning to code in the most hands-on way possible. And they have a great Discord community full of people to help you out if you ever get stuck on anything. The median income of a programmer in the year 2024 was over $100,000 a year. Plus, a lot of programming work is completely remote, so it's a pretty good gig. If this is something you think you're interested in, you can click the link in the description of this video or scan my QR code and then use my code IAMROB for 25% off your entire first year of boot.dev on the annual plan, which is honestly a great deal. Thanks again to my friends at boot.dev for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to it. Picking up 2 years after the events of the second game, Uncharted 3 takes the series to new heights, with action sequences and set pieces bigger and better than anything the previous game showcased. The overall conflict in Drake's Deception is centered around finding the lost city of Ubar, a mythical location in Arabia that Sir Francis Drake himself searched for centuries earlier, also known as the Atlantis of the Sands or Aram of the Pillars. Throughout the story, Nathan Drake, with the help of his allies, both new and old, follows in the footsteps of his ancestor, trying to unravel the mystery of this forgotten city. And in typical Uncharted fashion, they aren't the only ones. A sinister, secret society is hot on their trail and wants Ubar for themselves, believing that it holds immense power that can be used to gain control and influence over the world. You know, typical bad guy shit. This secret society, called the Order, is led by a woman named Catherine Marlowe and her right-hand man, Talbot. Who this is? Baby girl. Hey man, I don't discriminate.
Kate?
Still wallowing in the
gutter with your protege.
I'd probably do it. Towards the beginning of the story, we jump into a flashback sequence, taking place 20 years prior in Cartagena, Colombia, in the shoes of a teenage Nathan Drake. Here we get a lot of backstory on how Nate came into possession of Francis Drake's famous ring and how he met his mentor, Sully. I also found my first of 101 treasures during this sequence. We're back here. A treasure? What I knew it. First treasure, find one treasure. Gonna go out on a limb and say this is the exact same trophy list. I don't even have to look at it.
Cutting through that building. I bet I can spot him from the roof.
All right, there's death one. I mean, it's only fair. It's only right. If the first death isn't a fall death, is it really a Rob playthrough? So Uncharted 3 does play a good bit differently than the first two titles as far as pacing goes. The first half of the game or so focuses a lot less on combat and gunfights and more on setting up the plot and puzzles. Like a lot of puzzles.
That tower, you think?
No. What's that below it?
So the next clue should be right above.
Yeah. Oh boy. Huge difficulty spike in this game. Not the actual combat, the puzzles. What the hell, bro?
Okay, that didn't work.
Where is it? I'm Googling it. F it. Guys, I'm playing through the games on brutal. I think I've earned the right to Google the puzzles. That's how I see it. And I will say, I was coming into this fresh off of 2 brutal difficulty runs. So crushing didn't feel near as challenging anymore in comparison. So what gunfights I did have, I got through pretty easily. Got him. Got him. Got him. Got him. Headshot expert. Kill 5 enemies in a row with headshots. It is, in fact, the same trophy list. What a clip. Turn me up. The Uncharted 3 trophy experience in general was really more of the same as the first 2 installments, unsurprisingly. Things like getting headshots, beating enemies in hand-to-hand combat, getting kills by hip firing, getting kills by blind firing, and of course, getting 30 kills with a bunch of different weapons in the game. Sorry, I fell asleep for a second.
Look, Sully, your first car. Oh, that's a 1927 Auburn.
So your second car. Long story short, after following a series of clues, Nathan and Sully are led to believe the answers to the location of Ubar lie within an underground temple in the country of Yemen. And in Yemen, we are reunited with none other than Elena Fisher. Apparently, her and Nathan got married, then got a divorce between this game and the second game. I don't know, man. I can't keep up with these kids. The action really picks up in this chapter, Nathan having to fight off a ton of Marlowe's men. And here I earned the Bare Knuckle Slugger trophy for defeating 50 enemies in hand-to-hand combat. For the sake of the plot, we decided to put firearms away for this one. Arkham veteran over here. I did the DLC trophies in Arkham Knight. I'm built for this. Got a big boy. Bare Knuckle Slugger. Defeat 50 enemies with hand-to-hand combat. That's really easy to get naturally in this one. That's for sure. He just hit him with a fish. I am such a dude. I am goated at the fist fighting. Nobody talk to me. Oh, he's asleep. How y'all just get 1v12? Dog shit. Several hours in, I found Uncharted 3's crushing difficulty to be the smoothest of the games I had played thus far. The enemy awareness didn't seem to be as strong in this one, and the gunplay just generally felt a good bit easier to me. Or maybe I just got good, I don't know. And again, there just weren't that many gunfights in the first half of the game. However, that was all about to change in Chapter 12 and beyond. Oh no! There was another? No way! Basically, Nathan and Sully both end up captured by the Order, and then Nate is taken to an abandoned shipyard in the custody of pirates. This entire sequence does have a lot of badass moments and set pieces, just some top tier Uncharted action and level design. However, as badass as it is a rough experience on crushing, because you are hit with a wildly unexpected difficulty spike. In pretty much every encounter, you get attacked from all sides and angles. And then there are several encounters where you have to fight enemies while climbing.
I've got you.
All three games that we have played, that might be the most bullshit death I've seen yet, quite frankly. Hangman! I always have to farm that one. Kill 20 enemies with gunfire while hanging. Dope! Let's go! Another one down. Oh my god, dude, give me a break.
Crap.
Okay, that was the most bullshit death I've ever. 100 headshots! Let's go! 100 enemies with headshots.
You lose.
You lose. Eat my ass.
Nice. Must be Ramsey's ship.
Cruise ship. Looks like a Carnival cruise ship. Lore accurate Carnival cruise ship. I went into the ship chapters with just over 40 deaths and came out of the ship chapters with, well, almost double that. So as you can imagine, there was what the kids call a crash out from time to time. Sorry, that's been building up all day. I had to let it out. What are you doing? What is this guy got going on up here? An American sniper. God, bro.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, yeah. That's just what we need right now.
We're sinking.
Sorry.
We're sinking if you haven't noticed.
All right. Now that we got that out of our system, I had to go get some protein. I'll be good now. Nathan eventually escapes the ship and makes it back to Yemen, and learns that the Order took Sully to the Rubalcade Desert, where Ubar is supposedly located. So, with the help of Elena, Nate sneaks onto a cargo plane that's set to drop supplies to Marlowe's convoy, which brings us to the coolest chapter in the entire trilogy. Oh, whoa! Oh, hell no, they gonna be shooting at me now?
See ya.
Oh, bro, come on. Naughty Dog. That's so badass. Oh, my Lord.
Come on.
That was so tough, bro. Oh my God, that was so cool. Oh, that was so peak. The Sana Gaib, Muad'Dib. Oh, that was so good. After the plane crash, Nate roams the desert aimlessly for a couple of days until he comes across a deserted town where he runs into a ton of Marlowe's men. This is what I would consider the beginning of the end game. And these final chapters I had ahead of me were not going to be very pleasant.
Oh boy.
My God, bro. Feels like brutal. Just stand up for no reason, Nathan. Dang it, man. You freaking dick.
You lose, mate.
No raging. We're not raging for the rest of this playthrough. The more I rage, the more content I have to edit. That's how I'm looking at things now. What? Where are you? Britzman, thank you for the 2. As I fought through waves of enemy encounters, I unlocked a trophy for finding 20 treasures, another 30 kills trophy, this time for the M9, and a trophy for simply entering photo mode. Damn it. Nathan ends up being rescued by a desert tribe, led by an individual named Salim. He's no Tenzin, but he'll do, I guess. Anyway, Salim reveals to Nathan the truth behind the lost city of Ubar.
3,000 years ago, King Solomon commanded the power of the Jinn, demons born of smokeless fire, until they rebelled. He imprisoned them in a vessel of brass and cast it into the depths of the city. Iran became a place of evil, cursed by the tormented spirits of the Jinn. The English must not reach the city. If they unleash the power of the Jinn...
We don't have much time, do we?
No. But they have the greater numbers. We cannot attack them in the open. Tonight, rest. Tomorrow, they enter the canyons. We'll take them there.
Hey.
We ride at dawn.
I like old dude. Nathan, with the help of Salim and his tribe, tracks down Marlowe's convoy and successfully rescues Sully. This was another really fun chapter. Blowing up stuff from horseback. I mean, come on, it doesn't get cooler than that. But I'll tell you what wasn't cool. Pretty much every gunfight that came after. Oh. I'm fine. Everything's fine. This was definitely the strangest playthrough of all 3 games I've done so far. As I have stated multiple times now, the first half of the game is basically free, with little to no difficulty at all. Well, besides all the puzzles. Then, at the midway point, you get to the ship chapters, and stuff gets a good bit more difficult, but nothing worse than we've already experienced in the first 2 games. But then, when you get to like the last 2 chapters, things just get gross. I'm getting shot through the truck, but all right. All right. My God, dude, go eat a dick.
Hey, get an RPG!
Yeah.
Clear out! No!
It all starts at the end of chapter 20, right at the entrance of Ubar, where Nate and Sully have to fight through what felt like 100 enemies of all shapes and sizes. Armored enemies, super armored enemies, once again, snipers, enemies with grenade launchers, 2 freaking tanks, and the best part, it's all happening in the middle of a big ass sandstorm, and you cannot see anything. It took me forever to get through this encounter, and by the end of it, I started getting a little worried that I was going to end up with more deaths than I had in the crushing runs on the first 2 games, which was insane to me because overall this game felt a lot easier. But it only gets worse once Nathan and Sully actually enter Ubar in chapter 21, because here you also fight a ton of bad guys, but what makes this chapter special is that these bad guys just so happen to be possessed by the spirits of the jinns. These fights were absolutely awful, and I'm not going to lie to you, I did not handle them very well. Oh, the trigger! Fuck! Everything's fine. The good news is, though, the game does provide you with a lot of adequate weapons to fight these guys, like grenade launchers and RPGs. So it didn't take me as long as you would think to get through them. But the bad news is, I would have to do it all over again on Brutal, which only ended up being like 10 times worse. But despite the world of bullshit these last encounters put me through, I persevered and even managed to pop a couple more 30 kills trophies for the SAS-12 and for one of the snipers. Okay, you get the point. In the final chapter, Nathan and Sully come face to face with the Order as they're trying to retrieve the vessel King Solomon trapped the Jinn in. In short, Nate ends up causing a big explosion to stop them, and in doing so, basically starts a chain reaction, the city collapsing into a giant sinkhole. Consequently, Marlowe gets sucked into this sinkhole, taking Sir Francis Drake's ring with her, unfortunately. Funniest death ever, by the way. And to no surprise, like all Uncharted games, we cap it all off with a final boss fight, this time against Talbot. This fight was absolutely nothing like the bosses in the first two games. Thank God. It's basically a normal fist fight, and then you just shoot him. That's it? Was that it? We're joking, right? Haha, there it is. Hold on. I'm gonna pause real quick. 167 deaths, so we're 2 shy of Uncharted 1. That game was wildly easy until the final act, and it hit you like a ton of bricks. It was very, very easy until like chapter 15 probably, and then out of nowhere, it's like, bam, Uncharted 2 reincarnated. There's normal, there's hard, and there is crushing. Finish the game on crushing without changing the difficulty. Let's go. That puts us at 22 trophies going into the cleanup and brutal stuff. So, all right, let's see what happens. Once again, another Nathan Drake story finds a happy ending. After they escape Aram and the city descends into the desert, Nate and Elena kiss and make up, and the OG trio rides off into the sunset together, so to speak. I swear to God, if these two break up again in Uncharted 4, I cannot handle it. They are on some real Ross and Rachel, we were on a break type shit. Uncharted 3 was a solid installment to the series, and definitely has the best action of the entire trilogy. I think I can say that very comfortably. The only thing that comes close to the set pieces in this game would be maybe the train sequence in 2, but collectively as a whole, Drake's deception clears easily. Narratively speaking though, meh. It was fine, but felt like a massive step down in comparison to the writing in Among Thieves. Apparently, when they made this game, Naughty Dog created the action parts first, and then they built and wrote the story around the action sequences or something like that, which is why it feels so wonky throughout. Overall, though, I did like it more than Drake's Fortune. So the final Rob ranking of this trilogy would be Among Thieves at 1, Drake's Deception at 2, and the original Drake's Fortune at 3. But all in all, I thought this was a great trilogy, especially given its age. Honestly, the only reason I'm doing this is so I can prove to the IRS that the home gym is a legitimate tax write-off. So before going into the brutal playthrough, the goal was to unlock every other trophy in the game first. You know, the same old, collecting every treasure, performing random actions in combat, and finishing out the 30 kills with various weapons trophies. Okay, seriously, jokes played out. There is literally no reason to go into any more detail on these, considering this is our 3rd go round with these trophies. I mean, there were a few new ones in here. It wasn't like a complete copy and paste, but ultimately, at the end of the day, it may as well have been the same grind as Uncharted 1 and 2. And the only reason you sickos are even still watching this series is to see me suffer in brutal. So the last trophies I had left to knock out were all speedrun related. For this game in particular, the required speedrun time is 4 hours and 15 minutes, which is honestly more than enough time. And as per usual, we will be doing this speedrun in the Donut Drake skin.
You think they're still in there?
You know what I just realized? Donut Drake, the voice sounds like that meme, that really uncomfortable meme. Do you know why I had to punish you? I also had to pick up some chapter specific speedrun trophies as I went. The first one was for beating chapter 7 in 9.5 minutes, which I may or may not have failed a time or two. I'm not gonna make it.
Come on!
Or 3. But I ended up getting that trophy after a separate attempt, then popped another one for beating chapter 16 in 12 minutes, then a third for finishing chapter 20 in 15 minutes. And soon enough, made it to the end of the game with a ton of time left. Oh, neediest for speediest, 4 hours and 15 minutes. And then Fat and the Furious, Yemen Drifter. All right. Thank God. I feel like I've played this game 5 times at this point. The good news is we only have to play it one more time. The bad news is it's going to be on brutal. But the other good news is this is going to be our last brutal run ever. Will Cuddy Boy at the 5 brutal or get lobotomized? Same thing. I think the synonyms, you just named synonyms, Will. You know that feeling you used to get on the last day of school before summer break, or the feeling you get on a Friday at work before a long weekend or holiday? That's how I felt going into this brutal run. All I had to do was suffer through this monstrosity of a video game experience one last time, and then I could finally move on for good. Well, we do still have Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy crushing, but as far as brutal goes, this would be it. So I quickly ran through the free chapters at the beginning, with minimal deaths, considering there aren't any real encounters.
Museum's closed.
Unnecessary death 1. I said minimal, but when I did get to the first gunfights, they were all pretty standard Uncharted brutal difficulty mayhem. The enemies can take an entire mag and not die, and they're about twice as fast, while I, on the other hand, can only take a single bullet. All right, guys, first one.
Brother,
All right, we just gotta warm back up. Freaking Viltrumites, bro. Freaking Viltrum. Oh my God, dude. Bend me over the couch and call me Sally. That was right off the dome. That's crazy, isn't it? But I can honestly say the contrast between this one and Uncharted 2 and even 1, as far as difficulty goes, is just night and day. The fights in this game, at least at the beginning, were a lot more forgiving. I didn't spend an hour on the first encounter questioning whether or not I was even going to be capable of getting through it, like the other 2 games. So the first hour or 2 of the playthrough was pretty mellow, aside from an occasional hiccup. I initially thought the real start to this run would be found in the ship chapters, specifically chapter 12. But to my surprise, the fun actually started a little bit earlier in the brutal run than it did on crushing. In chapter 8, you have your first fighting enemies while climbing sequence. The climbing sequences in this game are a complete nightmare on brutal, and there's one later on that's quite literally nearly impossible, as you guys will soon see. But this chapter 8 one in particular was where the frustrations kicked off. All right, guy. Why are you not shooting your... Do I not have the Rafka anymore? Why was that? What the hell was that? Why was it single shot? It's not... What? My shit glitched or something? It was shooting one bullet for some reason. That's... Here we go. Silly me for thinking this was going to be a fun day. It keeps shooting single fire. It's just not, he's not pulling the trigger when I'm telling him to pull the trigger. Why are you already what the? No, we're not. No. This is the first bit of adversity we've really faced. I'm not crashing out already. Bitch. I hate this fucking game. I hate this fucking game. Just one more. Just one more brutal run. I never have to do it again. That's what's going to get us through this. Okay, man. Yeah, for sure. How do we word this without sounding too disrespectful? I want to get the point across that I detest them without sounding unprofessional, you know? Think before we type, Rob. No, man, I want to regret this. Is that how you spell impressive? No. There we go. Had to get that off my chest. It was so chill before this encounter. One encounter is all it takes, guys. Eek, you little bit. Bon! Ah, give me that shit.
Oh shit.
What the fuck? Why are you standing there? What are you doing? You dumb bitch. Did y'all just see what he was doing?
No.
I'm gonna freaking lose my mind, bro. I'm gonna lose my mind. Wait, did somebody say, I wonder what that chair smells like? Testosterone, creatine, protein farts, and domestic violence. Only to the chair, right? Yeah. Domestic violence only to the chair. I would be scared to hit my wife, to be honest. I think she'd beat my ass. The next few chapters calm down a bit. A sporadic emotional outburst from time to time, obviously, but nothing too intense. Oh my God, there's another one. Oh my God. Where did you come from? Fuck this game! Shit! There were a couple instances where I would get a little bit stuck. Like this one part at the end of chapter 9 where you have to run away from some enemies that's pretty much a death loop. You basically have to do it over and over and over again until you get lucky. Just once again, absolutely god-awful game design. But you know, this is our third brutal run. I expected it at this point. But to nobody's surprise, my next real challenge lay in the ship chapters. All right, buddy. All right, there. All right, Frank Castle. Sorry. Emotional outbursts are not okay. What is he? What is he made of? Fucking vibranium? What adamantium skeleton? Marvel? What? It's so fucking. It is awful. Awful. There have been a handful of battles we've had to endure throughout this series that have affected me in a way that it's almost changed a core part of my DNA. Fights that scarred me, emotionally damaged me to the point I will never be the same. The final boss of Uncharted 1, the train fights in Uncharted 2, just as a couple of examples. And little did I know, I was about to add another one to that list. At least they start you like right there, so you don't have to, you know, try to look at the bright side of things here. Yeah. I don't know how you're supposed to do that. Like, they're both shooting you at the same time. What am I supposed to do? That's the only way. You got to try to get him before he comes up. That's gonna be fucking impossible, bro. That is insane. He doesn't pull the trigger fast enough. I don't know what else to do. We'll count it. F it. We'll count it. I'll accept the responsibility for that one. There's not there. This is going to be pure luck. This whole entire sequence is going to be pure luck. Pure luck. Might as well just no. This or Tom Platt's leg day.
Oh, hell no, man.
Oh, damn, dude. That's like, I don't even know how to answer that. I don't know which one would be worse. That's cool. Wait for him to reload, maybe. I'm about to at blue point again. You got to get lucky.
Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
Okay, I thought if somebody got shot with 9 bullets, since this is so realistic, you know, I figured, yeah, he's definitely dead there, right? Okay. Who's the okay, hold on. Who's the CEO of Blue Point? I want to see what he looks like when I'm hitting my hack squats later this week. That's who is going to be in my mind when things get hard, when I just want to get pissed off. Picture his stupid face. All right, dude, for sure. I'm not going to get past this. I'm literally just trying to get one shot in. Bro, I fucking hate this game, man. I hate it so much. It's the worst thing I've ever played. Oh my God, I don't know. This is the last one, guys.
What's your step? Keep an eye on him.
God, bro. This is so cringe. Holy shit. I want to try. Does this guy have an email? The Blue Point CEO?
Keep an eye on him.
This section doesn't seem fair. What makes you say that? This shit is gonna break me, dude. It's gonna break me. It's so unfair. I'm never talking shit about anything ever again after this. How are you not down? I just shot between his cock. F you, bro. F that entire sequence. Ass! Ass! And we got another one right here. It's not over. Yeah. Okay, we got, okay, guy. That is a fucking abysmal. Fucking abysmal. Peek. I saw blood. There we go.
Nowhere to hide now.
All right, bro. I dare you. I dare you to put me. Can't bonfire. Can't bonfire. Dude, that did it. That I killed him. That had to kill him, right? That killed him.
What's your step?
All that for nothing. All that for literally nothing. Oh my God, give me a break.
What's your step?
I'm just at. The wood, it's like the wood is in the... You can't even get a clean shot on him because the way it's designed, it's dog shit. Shoot the gun! I can't wait to take this shit off my PlayStation and never play it again. Dead ass, I can't wait.
What's your step?
What is shooting me? Is it someone above? Is there someone up there? Yes.
Nowhere to hide now.
I suck so bad now. This world will never be. Hold on. Huh? What if I did this? Big brain, big brain. Nowhere to hide now. Even if I say it'll be alright. Imagine the guy that commented on the stream. That dude that commented on the stream, like on the Uncharted 2 streams when we were talking about it, that said he wishes I wouldn't sing so much that it bothers him. Imagine how he felt when he tuned into the stream today and saw a guitar. That is fucking, that's... Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out! Now we got freaking Floyd Lawton down here. Freaking awful, man. Just inexcusably bad. That entire sequence. Wait, isn't there another one up here or no? No, this is it. This is it. We beat the chapter. Now you just climb up here.
Nice. Must be Ramsey's ship.
Fucking awful, dude. However, our ship festivities were far from over. I soon made it to chapter 14, which begins with a little encounter on the deck of the cruise ship, where you have to fight a ton of enemies and one super armored machine gun wielding enemy, which was basically like a mini boss in itself. Why is he there? What the fuck? He reads your movements too. These guys, they do not abide by the same laws the other AIs do. All right, bro. All right. All right, bro. All right, bro. All right, bro. I ended up getting through this one in the most optimal way possible, or in simpler terms, by cheesing it. And then you follow it up with another sequence that's even more unpleasant, where you fight some hyper-aggressive enemies that attack you from pretty much every direction imaginable, with a ton of snipers and armored dudes thrown in there as well. This was where I really started to lose my composure for the day. What are you fucking doing? God! There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. Nothing I can do. This is fucking atrocious. There's more. There's more. God, dude. It's freaking awful. Oh my God, awful. And there's another one coming up that's equally as awful now that I think about it. Oh, not only was it equally as awful, it was actually worse, because next up was the fight right at the start of chapter 15. One of the most infuriating encounters in the entire game. All right, man, for sure. Which way do they come from? That way. Nice. Oh, bro. So bad, dude. It's so bad. It's the worst fucking thing I've... Oh my God, I'm bad. I'm bad. Don't... I love, my favorite part of Brutal is there will just be random enemies that are like insta kills. Like this guy in front of me, I'm blind firing. He doesn't have the same, he's not killing me in a single bullet. It's this one guy up here when I fucking aim at him. Isn't that cute and fun? I need to walk away before I break something. I'm gonna break something. I just threw this water bottle at my chair and it ricocheted and hit my Batmobile Lego. I can't believe that. Oh, hold on. Oh my God, dude. I'm gonna fucking freak out. I'm gonna fucking freak out. Oh my God. It's giving me a stomach ache, guys. My stomach hurts. My stomach hurts. I feel like I'm about to vomit. And I'm gonna. I'm going to have a. Remember, you beat Sigrun. Is that supposed to move me? Sigrun, she means nothing to me at this point, guys. Sigrun means nothing to me. She means nothing to me. I was but a boy when I beat Sigrun. This is one of the worst design fights in the entire series, by the way. Yeah, no, fuck that. That shit don't count. I'm about to cry. I'm not even lying. I've never shed tears over a game. I want to shed tears over this part. How? I am all the way in cover. How? I'm gonna stop counting deaths just because I think it's so dog shit. Oh my God, we did it. Oh my God, we did it. Oh my God, we did it. Dude, no, that was so bad. Why was it so bad? That was the worst encounter in the game. I don't think I died as much on that encounter than other encounters, but that was worse. That was the worst thing we've done yet. Once that fight was finally over, the game slowed back down for a little while. You have the plane part and then the 15-minute chapter of Nathan walking in the desert. So that gave us a little bit of time to compose ourselves again. I did have a moment here and there in chapter 19 where things got a little hairy, but I think I handled it considerably well. Okay. Bet. I'm being scammed. What is that spawn? There's a couple more in this chapter, dude. I'm just thinking about it. That's what I was thinking about. Oh my God, dude. No. I hate this game. Oh my God, dude. I'm actually going to lose my... Oh my God, dude. What am I playing? What am I playing? What am I playing? Oh my God. I am... I'm ass considerably. But sure enough, I eventually made it to the fight I had been dreading for the entirety of the run. The one at the end of chapter 20 where you fight the two tanks in the Sandstorm. You know, the one that destroyed me on crushing. This entire sequence is hard enough on its own, but you also have to go through a small stealth encounter beforehand that took me a literal hour to get through.
them. You're through.
All right, bro. What a waste of time. That's just a waste of 2 minutes. I could think of better ways to spend 2 minutes. Minute and a half. All right, 37 seconds. No! No! Get out of my way. Dolly! Why is he there? Why is he so fast? I had an opportunity. What? The goal in this segment is to shoot both tanks with 2 RPGs that are located on opposite sides of the map, while simultaneously killing the surrounding enemies that you can't even see because, you know, Sandstorm. You can't, I cannot see. This is one of the worst sections in this entire series so far. I'm not even lying. Get out! Go on. Why are they all? Sorry. Picked up the wrong fucking gun. You don't have time to do anything. You get the hell out of my way. How are you not? Eat my ass. Eat my ass. After leg day. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. I had to change shirts. I spilt something on this one. Yeah, I had to walk away for a second, guys. What the f—
We got him.
I have to checkpoint here, right? This has to be a checkpoint, right? Oh my God, did we do it? Bitch.
No, no.
Where's my hammer? Nah. You know, I've always wondered, like, why did none of the other platinum trophy YouTubers, how come on all their Uncharted videos they didn't do the extended trophies? Why did they all just do the crushing and the normal base trophies? And then I realized, oh, it's because they're not fucking mentally ill, that like myself. That's why they decided to do that. Makes sense. Yeah, I really need to like go see a therapist or something and get rid of this whole superiority complex thing I got going on. It's actually becoming a problem.
That's all of them.
Oh my God, dude, that I'm not even joking. That entire chapter from beginning to end is some of the most infuriating, blood boiling Uncharted I've played yet. I'm not even lying. That gives the train sequence. That is by far the worst sequence in this game. Even worse than like the cruise ship where you're climbing up the thing or whatever. That's just broken. That right there, what I just played, is infuriating. That was train sequence bad. Awful. Yep, get used to hearing that. The last real adversity left in the playthrough and this trilogy resides in chapter 21. The final chapter has its moments for sure, but the real challenge I had to get past was fighting the djinns. I knew this was going to be bad on Brutal when I played through it initially, but to be completely transparent, I had no idea how bad. We're in for some good shit right here, y'all. Yo, this is about to be peak Rob Cinematic Universe right here. Hell yeah. Okay. Now we're talking, because this is a two-shot kill, literally. Come on! Whoa! Come on! Yeah! 2,000 deaths. Get off my nuts. Don't ever disrespect me again. Better not ever hear no shit like that ever again in my chat. Disrespecting me. 2,000 deaths. Wow. What a joke. You ain't got a real challenge for me? I can't show me some. Oh, I shouldn't be talking shit like that. We got the fountain one. I forgot about that one. Oh no, the fountain one's crazy. Oh, why did I say that?
Smokeless fire, smokeless fire, smokeless fire, smokeless fire, smokeless fire.
We actually were cooking right there. We were cooking right there. I was gonna do it first try. That was the last one. I am going to cry, actually. I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. Now we're gonna be stuck in a fucking death loop. Blue Point sucks ass. We were gonna first try.
Smokeless fire.
God!
Smokeless fire.
Kill Sully.
Get behind cover, you dumbass! Get behind.
Smokeless fire. Smokeless fire.
I'm gonna fucking vomit, bro. I'm gonna throw up. I'm about to start hyperventilating. I'm not even lying. I'm about to have a panic attack. Where are you, you bitch? Where are you?
Hold it together. Just hold it together, Nate.
I'm gonna cry. I then made my way through the final chapter. At this point, you're done with the djinns and you're back to fighting normal enemies. And there really weren't any encounters here I spent a ton of time on. So I was able to fly through this chapter no problem. I forget about those two, man. Oh, eat my dick. Eat my. Okay, it had its moments, but it wasn't long, and the moment I had been working towards for the last 100 hours had finally arrived. The final brutal boss fight of the trilogy. Come on, guys, last boss fight. Come on, last boss fight, let's go. Come on with it. Come on! It's over! It's almost over! Brutal's almost over, guys! It's almost over! It's almost over, please! Most miserable thing I've ever done in my life. Yes! Come on! Well, Mama told me when I was young. Blue Point. I'm rooting for your downfall, Blue Point. I am your biggest hater, just so you guys know. Brutal is done, guys. When I grab this treasure, it's over. No more Brutal ever again. We still got to do the Vita game, Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy, but no Brutal. Just crushing on those. The end is near. Platinum.